Capricorns, this is going to be a general reading. We're going to take a look at the messages that you need to know at this current time. You may need to flip the roles. The gender of the cards don't matter. And if you'd like a personal reading, the information for that will be in the description box below. I do also have rituals coming up on August 16th, as well as every new and full moon of the month. They are extremely affordable, between $10 and less. And I have a ritual for anything you could possibly think of, between health, mental health issues, money, protection, love, protecting your children, anything for work, raises. They've been really effective, not just for my life, but everyone who signed up for it as well. So if you're interested, the link will be in the description box. So Capricorn, we have 4 of Cups, the Hermit card, Page of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 7 of Swords in reverse, the Emperor, King of Wands, and the Star. Okay, so you've been betrayed a lot. I feel like you've had multiple people lie to you, deceive you, be sneaky, underhanded, conniving. These are people that you gave time, effort, and energy to. These are people that you gave the benefit of doubt to. You opened your home, your love, your heart to these people. You were very giving, nurturing, compassionate, and they just crossed you the first chance that they got. And you're having a hard time really opening up or progressing because of the fact that you may feel really isolated, or you're still in that period of going within and trying to do self-discovery. The Hermit is someone that's trying to find information through going through a self-journey. And I feel like because of these cups that were empty, or these opportunities that you feel like are missed, you're almost reluctant to take any new approach or any new risk towards connections, projects, just because every time you put yourself out there, it seems like you don't get that same energy back in return. But what I'm seeing is that those first couple of failed attempts or missed opportunity in your eyes was only to teach you the lessons that you need to progress, especially if this is in the form of a relationship where every person that you connected to just left you high and dry, didn't value you, made you carry all the work or the connection in some way, shape, or form. Once you open up again and you start going out, you're going to start to find stability, not just in yourself, because right now you're in the period of discovering yourself, but you're going to start to relearn certain behavior patterns that you've had, coping mechanisms even, because I feel like you have this tendency now of guarding yourself from other connections, people, opportunities based off of past experiences. But what I'm seeing is that now you have the availability to be able to be with someone or to connect to a certain project or go on a certain path that will lead you to success. So even though you've had so many failures, those were not actually failures. They were just learning lessons. And if this is in the form of connections where you've been hurt over and over again, I feel like now is when you'll actually start to attract people that will be serious about you, because these are men or women that are showing up in Emperor and King energy, or possibly Empress and Queen energy. So people that are, they know themselves, they know what they want, they know what they're willing to pursue, they know that how they're going to be dedicated. These are people that are not willing to just waste your time because they don't want their times being wasted. These are people that have things going for themselves. They have something to lose. Therefore, they're not just going to deal with a person that's reckless or someone that won't value them. And you're going to have 2 different people that want to pursue you, 2 different options, 2 different individuals that will see you as a bright light. And you'll have to decide which path will be best for you. So this could even be you're starting off a new venture at, your job, and you're going to have different prospects or different people wanting to invest in you, and you're going to have to decide which one is the most lucrative for you. So if you have been having a dry spell or just stagnancy or a stalemate, or you feeling like you're not getting what you deserve, that's about to change, because with the 4 of Wands, something good is coming in, and it can come anywhere from the form of a home, relationship, car, big opportunity, a path that opens up for you, because you're about to meet 2 individuals. Whether they're romantically tied to you or not will range for each person, but these could just be 2 women or men that see you as someone who is of high value and they'll want to collaborate with you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be love. This could even be a business partnership that will be available to you. But because of the fact that you've been crossed so many times, you will be reluctant to want to take this opportunity available for you. But I'm seeing that it is going to be something that brings success, that helps you even work with the public eye. It helps you get exposure. It helps you be able to advertise and market yourself. Some of you are great healers. You heal people just by talking to them, just by being around them. And this is how I feel you're supposed to find success, is by working with others, maybe even being in the public eye, working through entertainment. Because there's something about you where you just exude power, you exude light. And because of all the things that you've gone through, because of how much effort and time you put into yourself from within, it really shows. And it's very apparent. So Capricorns, what do you guys need to know at this current time? Six of Wands. Yeah, this is confetti. This is victory. This is success. So I know you've put so much effort and time and you've barely gotten the credit that you deserve. But what I'm seeing is that from this point forward, you're going to get that recognition that you deserve. You are going to get those accolades. You are going to get that job that you want. That partnership that you have been basically praying about. For some of you, you've been praying for a stable relationship with someone where you guys could be committed. You could eventually have a home, move in together. And each person that you met prior to this, it's like they just fell short in some way, and you're kind of starting to get discouraged. But don't get discouraged, because I feel like you're almost at the finish line. Right now, you could be going through heavy psychic attacks, especially messing with your mental state at night. These could be psychic attacks that are even triggering headaches, sleepless nights, overthinking, suicidal thoughts. That could trigger even mental health issues. Just know that it's not you. You're going through some form of elevation, and because of that, there's a lot of pressure going on towards you on an energetic level. I feel like with the Page of Pentacles being here, you've been going through a series of tests energetically, and because you're so powerful, there's this other, I don't know, it's difficult to explain. It's like because you are such a powerful being, you tend to attract a lot more psychic attacks than regular people. So you may have had more mishaps, more delays on your path, more blockages than majority of people, and you've had to go through a series of also betrayals. So not only have you been betrayed more, but you've also had mental health issues triggered more based off of other people's actions, not even because of you, but because of dealing with shady, conniving, underhanded people. What I'm seeing is that some of the people that you tried to help in the past, it's like they would turn around and try to destroy you or bring harm your way, or you open your home or your doors to these people, and by doing so it would essentially like cause your life to go downhill. But we have Emperor and the Empress. Everyone that you met prior to this was a test, because we have Emperor, Empress. There's someone that's energetically on the same level and vibration as you. Whether you're male or female, you are the embodiment of the divine masculine or the divine feminine. So you've put so much hard work into yourself that you are the equivalent of 4 queens and 4 kings in one person. So that should just tell you how much value you have. You're not the type of woman or man that's for everyone. Not everyone that you encounter is even going to be worthy or even have enough privilege to encounter you. So you shouldn't have to chase after anything. If you feel like you're dating someone and they're just mistreating you, juggling you back and forth, you don't even have to deal with that, because for one, you're a queen and a king, and there's no reason why you should be chasing after peasants or people that are not even on your level in the first place. But I see like a lot of you have been stuck or trapped in your mind and in your head, because a lot of these energies are about blockages, and it's blockages from the mental state. Like 8 of Swords is feeling mentally entrapped, being trapped. Even some of you had situations, this is like for 1 to 2 people, you've had situations where you have been physically bound, and I'm so sorry that happened to you. No one deserves that, but there could be some trauma with that for those 2-3 people that's happened to. But for the most, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, these are like the most negative cards that you can have in a reading, and it's all in one spread for you. So you've been dealing with a lot of negativity, spiritual warfare, psychic attacks, things that you may not even be able to fathom. And it's all because of the fact that you have such a high, heavy purpose. You have such power. The ability for you to change things around you is insane. Just by people encountering you, just by being in the same room, breathing the same air, you giving them some sort of advice or gem has the potential to help people's lives change dramatically. And I feel like the fact that you are helpful could also be your downfall, because not everyone is deserving of your help. Some people, you actually shield them from their own karma, and you end up taking some of their karma on. And this is possibly what happened here as well. There could have been someone that you tried to help. This person was basically getting what it is that they deserve, but because they encounter someone like you who's helpful, you tried to help them out, and they left you in this period of being stuck. You kind of took on their negative energy, and right now you're in the period of transmuting it, but it does take a toll on you. So it's not to say that you can't be, attacked, or no one can send any negative energy your way. They do. the difference between you and other people is that you can transmute it to work in your favor, but it takes time for that to happen. So if you have been in a period of wanting to isolate yourself, not wanting to be around people, there's a reason for that. And you should always listen to your body when you get those nudges, because it's a way of you being able to recharge. Recharging your alone time is essential. It's critical for you to have that success, especially if you know you work in the public or you work constantly around other people. You needing time to level yourself out and recharge will make a huge difference throughout the day. So let's see. Capricorns, what do you guys need to know? The Chariot, 9 of Pentacles, Temperance, 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, the Lover's card, and 3 of Swords. Okay, so with Chariot, you're going to be moving forward. If you are planning on getting a new car, new vehicle, or some sort of shift with your vehicle, that will end up occurring. Congratulations ahead of time. With the 9 of Pentacles, the more that you focus on yourself, self-care, self-love, self-admiration, the more that you tend to your own garden, the more balanced you'll become. So the more that you give from your garden to others, the more imbalanced you'll become. So you have to consider that. If you're going to give to others, at least make sure it's someone that is going to reciprocate that same energy back to you. They're going to, you know, contribute to you in some way and not cause you excessive imbalance. With the 4 of Pentacles, this is a sign for you to save, but it's mostly a sign for you to protect and guard yourself. Not excessively, though. You'll know when someone is safe for you to open up to them. I just feel like you have been betrayed over and over and over again. You've gotten your heart broken over and over again, and it's almost taken a toll on your hope or your faith when it comes to love. But don't give up just yet, because the Ace of Cups is a new opportunity, a new connection, a new romantic relationship from the divine. And this is something that's divinely guided, that's going to be full of unconditional love, care, compassion, empathy. It's going to be a connection that will help basically elevate you. It doesn't even have to be romantic. This could be you gaining a lifelong friend, or you gaining a mentor or a confidant, but someone that's going to be in your corner, maybe even for life. And this is someone that's going to help you progress. For those of you that this is a romantic connection, this person coming into your life, it will start off as friends. This is going to be an individual that has gone through their fair share of hell on earth, especially with connections and relationships. And the both of you are going to complement each other beautifully. And they'll be able to basically suck out all this darkness that may be lingering in your heart. That's a result of what other people have done to you, and you trying to basically self-heal. So Capricorn, what do you guys need to know? We have they hate you and it's jealousy. Possible infection, imbalance coming up, husband or wife. I wanted you for superficial reasons, image, money, benefits. I had sex with someone that you know behind your back, childhood trauma, silent treatment. Yeah, so what I see is what you dealt with. People that put you in victim mentality situations because they would victimize you. People that were liars. They wouldn't change. They just lie to get what they want in the moment. You may have even had someone in the past that crossed you and cheated and was deceptive in the most cruel way, which was with someone that you knew. And that person, I feel, may have had the most impact on your heart space, because the type of people that you were connected to were distorted feminine or masculine energies. They were just here to guide you into self-healing, from what I'm seeing, because these are people that use narcissistic tactics to try to control you, silent treatment, gaslighting, hoovering. They would discard you, stonewall you, and these are people that I feel either they had childhood trauma and PTSD that they reflected onto you, but I mostly feel like they could have caused you some sort of PTSD from relationships or connections, and that's why you may have distance in certain areas when you try to connect with people. It could be like a fear of intimacy that's triggered by what you went through, but you do have someone who is going to be either a husband or a wife energetically. It's just that they're not here yet. There's lessons that you have to learn before you get this relationship that's going to be your end-all be-all, because once you and this person come together, it's going to be for life. This isn't someone that you're going to split apart from, because it took so much to bring the two of you together. You will both value the relationship just because of how much the both of you have gone through so much pain. Both of you will value the connections, because in the past you were dealing with people that only wanted you for superficial reasons: image, money, benefits. They wanted that trophy wife, trophy husband. It wasn't because they truly actually cared and loved you. And you may have like some possible, be careful of like infections around this time. Don't know why that's specific, but if you have been feeling off, just be sure that you do go to the doctor. Get your regular checkup for whoever that is. If you've just been feeling ill and down, there may be something going on internally, so just make sure that you do go get checked out if you need it. So Capricorns, last but not least, what do Capricorns need to know? We have King of Wands, Four of Swords, Three of Cups, Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, someone's in their head about you. This is someone that I feel like was very arrogant. They may be physically attractive, and, you know, this has been something that has worked to their benefit with other women or men. But that's not the case with you, because you have a lot of boundaries. This is someone that was part of the people that manipulated you, and they can't get their mind off of you for some reason. There may have been something that's been happening in this King of Wands life that's been making them self-reflect about how they treated you. So at times, it takes people getting hurt and abused the same way they do other people for them to be able to self-reflect and reevaluate how they've treated others. So I feel like this is what's happening now. Someone's finally taking accountability for the fact that they were evil, manipulative. They tried to get one over on you. They tried to get their outcomes handled in a very immature way, and this is someone that I feel wants to reunite with you, to give you some sort of message, offer. This is someone that may ask you to go out for drinks even, but just be aware of putting yourself in predicaments that you know are disappointing, dealing with people that you know you shouldn't, just out of boredom or simply having something to do, because you're going to have two different paths. Reconcile with someone and basically take their apology, or not reconcile with them, and it'll be up to you whether you want to do that or not. This doesn't even have to be a love interest. It could be a friend who you've known for a while, and you got tired of how they would treat you, so you essentially let this person go. You still have love for them. They may invite you out to go do something lighthearted and to have fun with them, but this is possibly someone that you still have to remember is still manipulative at their core. So it's best to just like distance yourself from them, even if they are coming to you waving a white flag, you know, to let bygones be bygones. You still have to remember, despite the fact that you love people, remember how they would cause you imbalance, or remember how they would damage your heart in some way. Remember how they would disappoint you over and over and over again. So regardless of how nice they are when they come back, you have to be able to withstand those boundaries, because it's the only thing that will keep you protected. So we have courtship. Yeah, some of you, this is in relation to a relationship, a romantic connection, which never really got off the ground because someone was manipulative here. And hit a mask. So you have a tendency of attracting lovers who are mysterious in a negative way. They hide things from you. They hide deep secrets. They even hide their relationship status. Some of you may have even been pursued by people who were married or already in connections, and you didn't even find that out until you were already emotionally involved. And that's very traumatizing, especially when you try to, you know, pay attention to the red flags. At times people are just so good at shape-shifting and being wishy-washy and inconsistent that you may not be able to pick up on those cues early on. So if you were in the energy of despair, we have marriage here at the bottom of the deck, but it's in reverse. So those of you that have suffered broken relationships or divorces, just know that all is not lost, and it's a good thing that you even went through this, because the person that you were connected to was toxic. They were a thief. They would only steal your time, love, energy, effort, dedication. They would put you in a period of bad health, mentally, physically, and emotionally, because when you go through abuse, even mental, physical, emotional abuse, even the most minute level of abuse, your body will start to show signs, and that will manifest in the form of bad health. So you were with somebody that would just cause you bad health, and instead, this is what you deserve. This is what you had. Karmic men or female that really didn't have anything to offer. They would breadcrumb you. They would expect you to do all the work. Then they were toxic. They would mistreat you, and this is what you deserve. Either a mature or masculine, balanced masculine or feminine is what you deserve. Someone who's wealthy, someone who has it together for themselves, because you have it together. So there's no reason why you should you should be with someone that's not on your level. And that may have been the case in the past where you were with certain people that you felt like could be on your level and they just chose not to. And with this message of concern and message, yeah, you can expect to hear from someone that either wants you back, they want to apologize, because they're going through their own situation that's making them reflect about their own actions towards you. But this is someone that you already know what to expect from them. You already know. So even though they may be coming in with gifts, you know that this person put you in a period that kind of kept you stuck for some time. So pay attention to just your feelings and your emotions, because they will tell you a lot. And when it comes to Capricorn placements, last but not least, what do you need to know or focus on at this time? Flow. Let things flow. Go with the flow. Don't try to push any outcomes. Sincere relationships seems to be a theme in this reading. Making sure that you're only dealing with sincere connections and people that give to you equally as much as you give to them. And boundaries. Having boundaries is important for protecting and guarding your heart, and just know that you are making progress, even though it may feel like you're just doing the same thing every single day and not having any type of change or shift. Just know that you're making progress and you're exactly where you need to be. But right now, it's mostly about loving yourself and taking care of yourself and knowing that the person that's going to come and do the same thing for you will be doing that on their end, loving themselves, which will ultimately bring the two of you together. So like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.